To legal experts, it is difficult to win a criminal trial with only material evidence without witness testimony. But the challenge prosecutors face in courts is how to get witnesses to court to give evidence. This explains the imperative for the protection of witnesses and the need to support them to build trust and boost their confidence. This is the focus of the scale of justice in this episode. Let's take a report at this.
Legal experts observe that it is difficult to win a criminal trial with only material evidence without witness testimony, but the challenge prosecutors face in court is how to get witnesses to court to give evidence. This is because witnesses who should come to court to give evidence in any criminal or political matter are often afraid as a result of threats they are likely to face from the accused or their relations or intimidation from powerful criminal gangs in a society. This explains the imperative for the protection of witnesses and the need to support them in order to build trust and boost their confidence, which Professor Mohammed Tofik Ladan in his presentation anchored on constitutional provisions.
Witnesses play a very important role in the criminal justice system right from the stage of investigation. Investigators need the assistance in order to generate credible evidence and testimony. Prosecutors need their assistance by appearing in a court of law as prosecution witnesses so that they can assist in the prosecution of their actual cases against suspect or accused persons. And then judges in a court of law also need witnesses, to enable them actually give credible testimony so that they can administer justice that is qualitative and also sound. So these are the three stages that a witness or witnesses are needed in any criminal justice system. And like I said, all that witnesses need, of different, classes and of different status, victims, as witnesses, experts as witnesses, participants in the crime as witnesses, collaborators, judicial collaborators as witnesses, people that are compelled by a judge to appear and give testimony as witnesses. Now, all these categories of witnesses need only three things. One, how can they trust the criminal justice system and the operators of the system? Two, how can their confidence be boosted to be able to take a risk, to assist investigators, prosecutors, and even to appear before a court of law and give testimony at that risk against politically exposed persons, and against, criminal gangs in organized criminal activities that sometimes they are even richer and having stronger network than some even governments at national level, especially in terrorism financing, in terrorism actually cases, in money laundering cases, in drug and human trafficking cases. These are complex organized criminal activities that, the suspects or the accused persons sometimes, they wield greater power both in politics and in bureaucracy, and also in outside even government than some governments, themselves. So these are not the kind of groups that any witness or group of witnesses can withstand. So that's why witnesses need trust of the system. They need confidence to be boosted to be able to take the risk to appear, and they also need the support needed during, after, and before even the trial process.
He advocates programs to be put in place to cater for witness protection and support before criminal trial, during and after trials.
Unfortunately, all the laws that we have in Nigeria today, focus only on protection and support of witnesses during trial, in the course of judicial proceedings. So the question is, when will this protection and support be extended, to witnesses before and post-trial? And will it be extended also to cover civil cases where individuals and corporate entities are also affected? So I think these are the fundamental issues that we have to really actually underscore. But I think one important point that I actually brought out is the constitutional obligation placed on our government to protect and support witnesses. Section 14, subsection 2, B and C of the Constitution of Nigeria clearly provide for the government obligation to protect all citizens by providing with security and welfare, and which includes witness protection and witness support. So government is not doing witnesses a favor. Rather, witnesses are the ones discharging their constitutional duty under Section 24 of the Constitution of Nigeria, which states that every citizen of Nigeria must provide assistance to law enforcement agencies and must also provide cooperation with legitimate law enforcement agencies. I think that's the bottom line. So neither citizens nor government are doing a favor to each other in a criminal justice system. We are all discharging our obligations constitutionally actually placed, but when it comes to government, they also have treaty obligations to observe, respect, comply with, and then enforce.
The training is attended by personnel from the EFCC, ICPC, NAPTIP, Immigration, the Police, Army, INEC, and NIA.